Happy Vlogmas, everybody. Today we're playing catch up again a little bit. We've been away for a few days working on some stuff, and as the holidays get closer, we're also busy. Not really enough time to sit down and record anything for a little while. So today we are catching up on 16 through 18 as far as the days of December and what we've been working on. So welcome. I hope you all are finding time to make and be creative and find a little bit of downtime for yourself, which it's becoming harder and harder to do. But we wanted to share what we've been working on for the past few days. So we'll start with the Advent, Arne and Carlos Advent ornaments that we're participating along with everybody on Instagram. Every day we're trying to knit an ornament just for the 24 days leading up to Christmas. And so today I've got 16, 17, and 18 to show you. Each one of these, of course, if you watch Arne and Carlos on YouTube, they talk about the significance, either the Nordic tradition or Christmas, just holiday tradition, or some kind of personal story that relates to the pattern that they designed for each day. So day number 16 is a really pretty design. It is acanthus, and it is a four-sided, it's a one pattern repeat 4 times. It's a very, very pretty ball. This one to me is very kind of stylized, very, very kind of not fancy, but just the pattern itself is just one that you could do. This would be really pretty if you did just this patterned ball, but in all multicolors on your tree, or monochromatic, switched out, not necessarily red and white, but blue and white. The swirls kind of remind me a little bit of snow swirls. But yeah, just something like that, just all over the tree with, your lights and maybe a few other just solid color ornaments would be very, very, very pretty, I think. So that was 16. 17 was one of the few actual, I think there's only 2, maybe 3, but I think there are only 2 that this is an actual pattern that is 4-sided, and they called this one Winter Wonderland, and each panel is actually different. Actually, I'm going to start. This was the first panel. This is the second. This is the third with the star at the top, and then the church is the 4th. And this one was a lot of fun. Now this one surprisingly didn't take me as long as I thought, but it definitely required more concentration, because unlike some of these others where the pattern repeats all the way around, you kind of get used to the rhythm and the memorization of the pattern. But this one you actually had to concentrate, because every single panel was completely different. But it was truly, truly fun to knit, and it is very, very sweet, very just a very nice little pattern. This one I kept thinking too, because of like the star, for instance, I think would be really pretty. Leave the white, use the white, but then do like a really, really deep, like midnight navy blue, because then it would just look like the sky, behind the silhouette of the buildings. But yeah, so that one was really nice. And then of course 18, oops, sorry about that. 18 was called Shooting Star, and again this was a 4 pattern repeat, but very, very, very pretty design, very nice. So yeah, and a couple of these I still have to finish putting the crochet loops on them, but yeah, they are done. They were, like I said, they're very nice to knit, and the patterns, the ones, especially the repeats, are very nice because you get very used to the rhythm of doing each panel, 4 times all the way around. So they're doing a really good job, but we are almost done. There are just a few more, just 6 left to do, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. There is, like I said, another pattern. There are a couple more, 1 or 2 more that are a 2 pattern, like the moose was, where there's two panels that repeat twice, one on the front and the back. And then I think the very last one is a full, completely different panel on each side. So I'm looking forward to those. So, and of course, in addition to that Advent, I'm also following along with, or opening the Katrinkles stitch marker, 24-day stitch marker Advent, and this one's been a lot of fun as well. They make Katrinkles is out of Rhode Island here in the United States, and they make notions for pretty much anybody who works with yarn. So knitters, crocheters, people who make knitwear, people who are make garments, people who spin and dye and yarn. And so most of their notions are made out of wood, but they've here lately made some stuff out of acrylic. And I've tried to show here some of the pictures as I'm talking about them of some of the things that they do besides just stitch markers, because they do have a wide variety of different kinds of notions and different things that they do. So we'll start with day 16. And each day has been very, very different, which has been kind of exciting. And this one's another wooden stitch marker, which is, it looks like a little manatee with a Santa hat on, which is very, very, very cute. You don't always think of manatee when you think of Christmas, but that's very sweet. And he's absolutely adorable. That little face is just really cute. Okay, so that was 16. Here is 17. And I will mention while I'm opening these, she has put in her shop the extras that were made that, they had extras cut or whatever that beyond what they were going to put in their Advent boxes. So if you see anything you like, you ought to go out to her shop, because you could go and probably find you a set of some leftover Advent stitch markers. Number 17 matches the pin on the little fabric container. So the little Santa Flamingo, when they sent this, they sent the little felt container along with the Santa Flamingo pin already affixed to it. So now got a little stitch marker to match, and a little kind of purpley pink light bulb stitch marker as well. So I think they tried to get a little matchy with the color scheme there, since the gator one had a green one on it. So very, very, very cute. Okay, and then finally number 18. Open this one up and see what this one is. And it is another sock or stocking shape, but it has little snowmen on it, or snowflakes on it. Very cute. Very, very, very cute. That is really awesome. Well, she does a really good job with these, so I'm looking forward to using these in 2021 with some of the projects I have to work on. So I'm really excited about that. So other than that, the only other thing, new projects that are completed projects, I guess, that I worked on and finished was the Black Needle Society 12 Days of Stitching. I think I talked about previously. I decided to kind of cheat, and instead of doing this project and only working on it for 2 days, because it is a gift, I decided I was going to go ahead and finish this and make up the 2 extra days I spent on it towards the end. So I think I showed this. I don't think I was as far along, but now that I'm completely done, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to cover up the recipient's name on this. But if I can, I may have to edit it out and then put in a picture, because I took a picture with the edited or put, kind of icons over the name. But I'm going to try to show this. This is the finished. It is a towel, a kitchen towel. And this is my own design. And then in addition to that, I knew how I was going to gift this, or that I was going to gift this, but I knew how I wanted to present it to them. So in addition to that, I actually crocheted a towel hanger, basically, so they could either put this, fasten it either on their drawer pull, on the handle on one of the drawers in their kitchen, or they could fasten it over the handle on their oven or stove. But essentially, and this, I didn't follow a pattern. I'll show you here in a minute what I used for this, but essentially it was just basically wrapped single crocheted the black yarn around this piece, and then started at one side and just basically zigzag decreased up to the top. And then when I had about, I think this is like a 2-inch or a 1-inch, 2-inch diameter, then I just crocheted it the rest of the way, left a little bit of a gap, chain 2, and then did my 2, it's all half double crochets on the other side, and then just kind of finished it off so that way I'd have a little buttonhole. And then so I fixed my little button far enough down that I thought it would leave a nice loop that they, like I said, could put on their stove or on a drawer, something like that. So this is my finished gift. So I finished that over the few days. But that was it. That was all the stitching I did. I didn't have much time, or not much time, but I didn't really get the chance to start on any other cross-stitch projects because I was trying to get that done. So unfortunately, this last day 18, I didn't do any stitching at all, and I feel kind of terrible about that. But I'm going to try to make it up. If I can. The closer we get to Christmas, it seems like I get really, really caught up in other projects, obviously, and trying to get stuff done last minute for gifts. So anyway, so hopefully here pretty soon I will be able to get to cross stitching again and maybe play a little bit of catch up. So beside that, the other thing I thought I would mention is I did get a little bit of mail that you guys might be interested in. I am a subscriber of Knit Crate, and they are a company that does monthly yarn subscriptions. They do sock yarn, as well as another monthly subscription that's just other yarn, and then along with that subscription box, usually they have a few extra goodies and patterns that they've had designers knit up or crocheted using the yarn that's in that month's package. So this past month, and I'll put a picture here, not the December box, but the November subscription box, they had a very bulky weight yarn that they actually ended up in putting in that month's box. Well, the pattern that I really want to do, which I will also put here, the size for my size called for 3 skeins, and typically you only get 2. Basically, I think what you end up getting is yarn equivalent for an average person to knit or crochet up whatever project, you know, whether it's a hat or a scarf or socks or whatever it is. But in my case, the project that I wanted to do, and I'll put a picture here, is actually really, really cute. It's a bulky weight. It looks like a turtleneck sweater, but actually what it is a turtle, a high neck, but it's a dicky that is underneath, you know, a jacket or anything like that. So, so basically what it is the size, in order for me to achieve the size that I want, I needed to do the large, extra large, which actually required 3 skeins of yarn. So the color that I ended up getting, which I absolutely love, is this color right here. It's like a kind of a grayish, like a really dark purpley gray brown color. And this is one of the brands that Knit Crate has, but this is called Shiraz in the City, and it's 82% merino wool, 18% Peruvian Pima cotton, and it's a super bulky. So essentially what it is they provided 2 of these, and that would have been enough to make like a medium to large size dicky, but I knew because of my bust size, I was going to have to do the largest size they had, so I was going to need the 3rd skein in order to do this. So that's what I ended up doing. But they also, so you get your choice of color, I don't know if you want to call it theme or whatever. So I always pick kind of the neutral or the cooler colors. So there was another color that that was in that same group, but it was not the color choice that I got. So I went ahead and bought 3 of these as well, because this is actually the color I think that the dicky was in the picture, and it's such a pretty color. And this is truly just like almost like a raw wool, you know, grayish, with a little bit of there's just a faint hint of like a center piece. So that's a little bit darker. But anyway, so I got 3 of these as well. But then they were kind of running a sale. I think they always sell leftover, you know, extra yarn that they've got. But they also, every day this month, they've been kind of doing an advent calendar where you could get special deals and stuff like this. And unfortunately, because of the way the post office ran, I ordered this like at the end of November, because November Crate, and it just now got to me. But that's not Knit Crate's deal at all. It's totally the post office. So they always ship fast, and during any normal time of the year, you always get your stuff super quick. It just so happened that the post office is running really slow like right now. So this was just something that I knew would get to me eventually, and I was patient enough just to ride it out. But yeah, since there were some deals, some specials going on, and I had some, the other thing is too, is if you're a regular subscriber and a member, regular purchaser, you get member points. So I think I actually used some member points, so I got some of this at a deep discount. But another color that I got, this is again another one of their lines that they have. Vitellana is this pretty kind of light mint, kind of a mint green color, and this is a 50% superwash merino, 30% linen, 20% silk, and it's a fingering. I think I got this color as well, and it was something that I wanted to do a project with, and I needed one more skein of, and this is called Oasis, and it's really pretty. So I got one of those, and then the other one, because I am a big neutral person, and this I like this this particular yarn line that they've got. This is a cotton that they do, which is great. I've actually, one of my previous vlogs here, I I had a purple bandana up there that I did this in, and I love the way that this knits up. So this is a 100% organic Pima cotton, and this is truly just a gray, dark gray, light gray blend, and it's called Pavement. And so I just wanted one of these just because it's a DK weight, but it was so soft, so I just wanted to try to knit something up, maybe a hat or something with that. So I got those. And then also, because they had a bunch of these extra and I couldn't believe it. So I told you they always, in their boxes, they always give you an extra little something. And in one of my boxes, I got a stitch marker, and this particular stitch marker designer is, I was going to say Tatiana, I'm probably going to mess this up, Brusta? But she's actually, it's Tia's Terrific Threads. She does these really cute stitch markers, and they use a lot of her stuff, and I think even she's been featured also on I think Nitty Natty has mentioned her on a couple of her YouTube podcasts as well. So anyway, I got a stitch marker from them, but they apparently had 4 different ones, and I wanted the other 3. So they're little cactus, and I'm going to try to put it where you can actually kind of see it. There we go. So there's one, and I couldn't find my original one, so I'm sorry. So all you're going to get to see is the other 3, but they're really cute. There's one. And then here's one right here, and they are super, super, super cute. I really do like the colors on this one too, if I can get it to turn around a little bit so you could see it. I really do like the colors on that one. So yeah, so I had to get a few extra ones of those as well. So anyway, so that was the kind of extra mail I got this week. I've still got things coming, and I think because of the holidays, I think a lot of it I'm probably not going to get until after the holidays, which is perfectly fine. I mentioned previously that everything I've got coming is coming to me. Nothing is in the mail to me as a gift, so I'm not as concerned about it. And yeah, I'm not going to complain. The post office is doing the best job that they can, and yeah, they are working really, really hard, and I know the mail will get here when it gets here, so I can keep track of it online, and I can see, that it's safe sitting in a distribution center somewhere waiting to be sent to my local post office. So as soon as I can, or as soon as I get my stuff in the mail, I will be sure to get on here and share it with you as well, because I will be super excited. So I think you'll be super excited to see it. So anyway, so that was pretty much it for the 16th, 17th, and today the 18th. And that's all I've got for now. I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe out there. Be patient, be kind. We're getting closer and closer to Christmas, and yeah, be kind to one another, and we'll get through this, and we can hopefully start the new year with a better headspace, better place to be for 2021. So you guys take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.